Let's talk about how infinite banking helps you accelerate time and money freedom. If we come back to the cash flow system, you have 3 stages that, as you're working through, help you move into time and money freedom. In the first stage, you're keeping and controlling more of the money you already make. In stage 2, you're protecting that wealth. Then in stage 3, you're multiplying that money or making it increase and putting your money to work so that it's producing cash flow for you. Now, infinite banking fits into stage 2. The reason is that it's a protection product. It is a contract that will pay out a death benefit to your heirs when you die. However, there's this missing piece about whole life insurance that has been overlooked for almost 200 years and now is kind of resurfacing, where people are getting a hold of this idea that they can use the cash value. So the cash value inside of a specially designed whole life insurance policy or contract is extremely valuable to you. And actually, instead of just being a protection element, it amplifies everything else in your personal economy. It's kind of like a golden key that plugs into every other area of your cash flow system and magnifies it. How does it do that? As you use an infinite banking policy, you have cash value inside the policy. Now, this is capital that you can access for your financing needs in your life. So instead of having to go take a loan from someone else, or instead of paying cash, you have this opportunity to use your cash value as collateral, take a guaranteed loan because you have a guaranteed loan option you don't have to qualify for, against that cash value, keep your cash value growing and compounding with uninterrupted compound interest, and then take that loan, which is secured against this capital, and put it to work in another asset. So for instance, you could use your cash value and take a loan against it and put that into a real estate property that's going to produce cash flow for you, or into another business. Now, because you're not just paying interest, you're earning interest with your money. That's why we call it an infinite banking system or infinite banking strategy, because it's a banking element that we're satisfying in your life. You always will have this need for capital and financing. And instead of having to use someone else's capital because you did not value creating your own capital, you now are able to earn a return by putting your money to work for you. Here's what it does to stage 1 on your cash flow system. It allows you to keep and control more of your money because you're not paying as much in financing costs to outside lenders and creditors. Instead, you're paying that money back to a pool of cash that's going to grow for you. And you're able to keep that money growing and compounding inside the policy while you use it. Additionally, there's tremendous tax advantages because you've already paid tax on the money that you put into the contract. It grows tax deferred. And as long as you use it correctly, you'll never pay tax again on that money inside the policy. Then, when it pays out to your heirs, that's also a tax-free death benefit. That does many things, but it limits the tax you pay. Now again, tax flowing out of your control from the money you already make is a efficiency problem. So as we recapture and keep more of that tax, we are able to keep and control more of our money. So that's another way that we improve how much of our money that we keep. In that protection level, we're protecting our life. We're protecting ourselves and our family members that if for any reason we're not able to live out this full life expectancy and create wealth by our life, that even our death will fill up that wealth tank and pass that on to the next generation. Now, also, as I mentioned, that money inside the policy is able to be used outside the policy as well in other assets that create cash flow. So it allows you the capital then to invest in assets that you know and control with your unique ability investing. It allows you then to more quickly earn cash flow and have a place to store that money in between opportunities. It's this efficient holding tank. And did I mention lack of access to capital is the #1 thing that puts strain on people's financial lives. So when you solve that problem, now you have access to capital whenever you need it, you eliminate that financial stress. So it really solidifies and gels your abundance mindset, because now you're not in a position where you have to be worried and concerned that there might not be enough money available. This is how your infinite banking strategy in your life, utilizing a high cash value, dividend paying, whole life insurance contract in your financial life, will accelerate time and money freedom for you by being a golden key that improves every other area of your financial life. Hey, I hope you liked this video. If you did, click the link in the description box below for more information. And don't forget to like this video. Share your comments, questions, and feedback in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit subscribe to our YouTube channel.